Well, for more on this story and for more on this 10-year anniversary in Tunisia, I'm joined now by France 24's James Andre. Now, James, after that Jasmine revolution, just what happened?
Now, what happened was basically, of course, the president, the long-time president, Ben Ali, left power. And then just after that, what we did see, and I was actually there at the time with the France 24 team, was the return of an Islamist leader who is Rachid Ghanouchi, who arrived at the airport at Tunis. So this is something that no one was really expected, was to see thousands, literally thousands and thousands of people there to welcome him. And indeed, well, his party, Ennahda, went on to win the first free legislative elections, and then, well, they did not take the post as a president or prime minister, but they were there in the background, and they still are. I mean, right now, Rachid Ghanouchi is the Speaker of the House 10 years down the line, but there has been a variety of political movements. For example, in 2013, there was the assassination by Islamist militants, actually, of two very important politicians of the country, Chokri Belaid and Mohamed Brahmi. After that, a new constitution was put in place. And, well, what we're seeing now is we have a very fragmented parliament with obviously different lines. There are many, many dozens, literally, of political parties that have come out of this. Now, it's a bit of a mess. There is a bit of turmoil. There was actually a fistfight 10 days ago in the Tunisian parliament after a rather radical Islamist to the right of Ennahda. Basically, it was a debate about the statue of women, that, single mothers were either whores or had been raped. Well, of course, the liberals on the other spectrum complained. This started a big fight. So you could argue that at least there is democracy, there is pluralism, people are talking in this parliament, but what people in the country are saying is that it's not very efficient at this stage.
Now, as you were hinting there, James, we are now 10 years after this Jasmine revolution. Just where are we at now when it comes to the economic situation on the ground and those kind of things?
Well, this is where the Tunisian people are very dissatisfied right now. There is a very high unemployment, 16% in the country. For young people between 15 and 24, those are the statistics, it's like 36%, so it's very high. A lot of young people are in a state of despair. They don't see their future in the country because in countries like Tunisia, not getting a job means not having, enough income to actually get married. That means no children down the line. So it's basically a no future situation with two major consequences at this stage. One is that a lot of young Tunisians are leaving the country. 12,000 landed on the Italian coast this year in 2020. That is 4 times the amount that landed in 2019. And then you've got to remember that there are all the jihadi movements, the militant, hardcore jihadi movements in the country who are recruiting. And, well, Tunisia was also the number 1 foreign contributor to the Islamic State in Syria. So indeed, the situation is not very good, but I did speak to one journalist friend, a Tunisian, who said, look, it's only been 10 years to have an actual result for this revolution. We'll probably have to wait for another 40.
Okay, James Andre, thank you very much.